Okay, just dear friends, welcome back. We'll continue with a new concept of matrices, new operations on matrices, that is product of matrices, matrix multiplication. First of all, okay, before I write anything on the board, let me make it very clear about when the two matrices given are eligible for matrix multiplication, or when you can find the product of two matrices. Please listen to me carefully. Suppose if you have two matrices, one is capital A is of order m cross n, and capital B is of order p cross q. I'll take two matrices. First is of order m cross n, second is of order p cross q. In order to multiply the two matrices, you are supposed to multiply the rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. The rows of first matrix, that I will explain clearly later, rows of first matrix has to be multiplied with the corresponding elements of columns of second matrices and then add them. That's why the number of elements in each row of first matrix, as I mentioned at the beginning, the number of elements in a row is the number of columns of that matrix. Therefore, number of elements in a row of first matrix should be same as number of elements of columns in the second matrix. So what is the number of elements of columns in the matrix? It is the number of rows of that matrix. Therefore, when you multiply two matrices, it's very clear. When you multiply two matrices A and B, A into B exists only when the number of columns of first matrix is same as number of rows of second matrix. That's why I avoid writing the order. First matrix order m cross n, second matrix order p cross q. I avoid that. Because see, when two matrices are eligible for multiplication, the number of rows of first matrix can be anything. Number of columns of second matrix also can be anything. But only the condition here, only the restriction, the number of columns of first matrix and number of rows of second matrix must be same. That's why I'll just begin with the product of matrices. Product of two matrices. As I've already mentioned, what is the condition for multiplying two matrices? The number of rows of second matrix should be same as number of columns of first matrix. The product of two matrices A and B, the product of two matrices A and B is defined. This one, product of two matrices A and B is defined only when the number of columns of A, number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of A, of B. Number of columns of A should be equal to number of rows of B. So that means, I'll take a matrix with elements Aij. Let its order be m cross n. And I'll take another matrix B. B is of order, what should be B then? B with the elements B, I don't take Ij, I'll take Jk. Of order n cross P. I think now my intention is very clear for everyone. So I have taken here number of columns of first matrix is same as number of rows of second matrix. That is the condition here. Therefore, I have written A and B like this. Then the product of two matrices, then the product Product means it is A into B. Then the product of A and B. Let me take that as C. Then C would be just one. So what would be C? C will have elements of the type CIK of order M cross P. So I forgot to tell you at the beginning, when we have A is a matrix of order M cross N and B is a matrix of order N cross P, as I told, the condition which is required here, the number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. That is true, that is correct. But what would be the resultant matrix order? The order of a resultant matrix will be M cross P. The resultant matrix will have an order, number of rows that is of first matrix and number of columns is of second matrix. So that would be the operation. Now just can you please tell me what is CIK? What is that CIK? CIK, it is obtained to get CIK. Just let me write, to get CIK, I take ith row. This take care of, because rows of first matrix, as I mentioned already, the rows of first matrix need to be multiplied with the columns of second matrix. Ith row of A, first matrix is A, when you multiply A and B, ith row of A is multiplied, ith row of A is multiplied element wise with the kth column of B. Ith row of A has to be multiplied with the kth column of B and then add them and sum them. Find the sum of them. See just one simple example. What is C11? It is a very first element. It is a very first element of what? Product of two matrices. I may write here C, it is nothing but A into B. C will be what? A into B. That C11 will be, we have C11, it is A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21 plus A13 into B23, like this. A13 B31, A14 B41, like this. What do you observe here? First and last. Here first and last should remain same, 1 1. So that means here first row of a given matrix is A11, A12, A13, A14, etc. and first column of a second matrix will be B11, B21, B31, B41, like that. So I think it's very clear. So in order to make it very clear, I'll just give you different varieties of examples. I'll give different examples for matrix multiplication. I'll take up the problems given in NCERT exercise part. And this will help you answering 5-mark question. This particular problem will help you in answering 5-mark question. Evaluate. A first matrix, I take column matrix with entries 1, 2, 3. And the second matrix, let me take row matrix with entries 2, 3, 4. The matrix with the entries 1, 2, 3. Can you please tell me what is the order of this matrix? It is 3 cross 1. What is the order of this matrix? It is 1 cross 3. As I already told, what is the condition for matrix multiplication? Are they eligible? Of course. These two being equal, matrix multiplication is possible. And what will be the resultant matrix? it will be 3 cross 3. The resultant matrix will be 3 cross 3. So let me take the rows of first matrix, multiply with the columns of second matrix. Rows of first matrix, I multiply with the columns of second matrix, means each row has only one element and each column also has only one element. Let me use the notation like this. Okay, this arrow mark, here row wise it goes and here column wise. That means first row will have only one single entry, that is 1, and first column will have only one entry, 2. Therefore you need to multiply 1 with the 2, there is nothing to add with. Therefore resultant matrix I can write here 1 into 2, it is 2. First entry will be 2. Second entry, that same first row with the second column now. First row with the second column, as I mentioned about CIK, that first row with the second column should represent first row second column element in the product. Therefore it is placed here, first row second column, first row second column, and we have to multiply 1 with the 3 here in order to get this element. What is 1 into 3? It is 3. Now once again first row with the third column is 4 here. What is 1 into 4? It is 4. I hope all of you found it very easy now. Now you just go with the second row here. Second row of first matrix means the elements also should represent elements of second row of a resultant matrix. Therefore we have here second row very first element. What is the second row first element? It is 2. And first column here 2, second column 3, third column 4. 2 multiply with the 2. 2 2s are 4. That should be placed in second row first column position. This is second row first column. Next, second row with the second column should be placed here. Therefore what is 2 3s are? It is 6. Second row with the third column should be placed here. What is 2 4s are? It is 8. Okay, next 3 into 2. What is 3 2s are? It is 6. What is 3 3s are? It's 9. What is 3 4s are? It is 12. I'm very sure that all of you understood it properly, correct? So what is the product of two matrices? The resultant matrix is of order 3 cross 3. There is a product of two matrices. As I told at the beginning, I will explain with many examples so that once you are thorough with how to multiply matrices, then you can solve even little difficult question with the faster rate. Little with the speed you can speed up with while solving the problems. Okay, let me take the second example. Second example, either the matrix may be named as A and B. So in the NCERT book it has been directly given like this. So first matrix is of order 2 cross 2. I'll take 1 minus 1, and second row let me take here let me take minus 2, and then second this one row will be 2 3. What's the order of this one? It is 2 cross 2. And let me take the second matrix is of order 2 cross 3. It is 1 2 3 first row, and the second row let me take here 2 3 1. Now what's the order of this matrix? It is 2 cross 3. First, to verify whether they are eligible or not. Okay, of course, since the question has been asked in NCERT, it is eligible. But even otherwise, you have a testing method like find out the number of columns of first matrix, find out the number of rows of second matrix, both being equal, they are eligible. In order to multiply two matrices, you need to take the rows of first matrices. Therefore, just let me write the notation row wise here to the first matrix and columns of second matrix. We need to multiply the elements of rows of first matrix element wise with the elements of columns of second matrix. Okay, what would be the very first element? Now just here, take little care. First row here has two elements, 1 and minus 2. And first column has two elements, 1 and 2. We have to just multiply element wise, means 1 has to be multiplied with 1, so it gives you 1. I need not write 1 cross 1, 1 into 1. Every one of you understand. Here minus 2 is the second element, has to be multiplied with plus 2. It is minus 2 into plus 2, it is minus 4. So these are the products and we need to add them. So what is 1 minus 4? That has to be done later. So next, first row I multiply with the second column. What is the first row here? 1 minus 2. Second column it is 2, 3 and it has to be placed here. First row, second column position. So we expect here 1 into 2, it is 2. Then minus 2 into 3, it is minus 6. That is first row, second column. Okay, next, first row with the third column. First row with the third column. What is 1 into 3? What is minus 2 into 1? It is minus 2. Now just okay, second row is left here. Second row has to be multiplied with first column, second column, third column and should be placed like this. What is this into this one? It is 2 plus 6. 3 2s are. Then this into this one, it is 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, therefore 4 plus 9. You sum them. Okay, then we have 2 3s are 6, 3 1s are 3, therefore 6 plus 3. I hope all of you got the answer now. What is the resultant matrix? 1 minus 4, it is minus 3. 2 minus 6, it is minus 4. And this will be 1. We have here 8, here 13, and here 9. Now just identify the order of this matrix. There are 2 rows and 3 columns. Just verify here. Resultant matrix is of order 2 cross 3. Is it very clear? Next, I'll take another example here. I take third example. Let me take 3 cross 3 matrices. First, let me take a 3 cross 3 matrix. With the entries, the elements are given as 2, 3, 4, 3, 4 and 5. Let me take 4, 5, 6. So that is the first matrix. Second matrix I'll take another 3 cross 3. This is 1, minus 3, 5. Second row let it be 0, 2, 4, 3, 0, 5. So these are the 2 matrices. We need to multiply them. Tell me how to multiply. Take the rows of first matrix. What is the order? Okay, you can verify once again. The order of this is 3 cross 3. Order of this is 3 cross 3. The number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. They are eligible. And the order of resultant matrix is 3 cross 3. Now what is the very first element here? What is the first element? What has to be done here? I take the rows of first matrix, multiply with the columns of, means element wise, corresponding columns of second matrix, and then add them. If you write the notation, there may not be any confusion. Therefore, just try to practice like that, like this only. Okay, we have first row has to be multiplied with the first column. What is 2 1s are? I may write together rather than writing like 2 into 1 plus 3 into 0, just like that. I'll directly write 2 1s are 2. Next, okay, this 3 has to be multiplied with the second element of the column here. It's 0. It is 0. Next here 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12. We need to add them. And this is the very first element. First entry is like this. Now what will be the second entry here? First row with the second column. We expect here 2 into 3, minus 3, it is minus 6. Then 3 into 2, it is 6. Then we have here 4 into 0, it is 0. So next we have first row with the third column, first row, third column position. We have 2 into 5, it is 10. 3 into 4, it is 12. And then 4 into 5, it is 20. Next, second row with the first column. Here second row, first column position. 3 ones are 3. 4 into 0, 0. 5 into 3, 15. Just only focus on second row, second column. Next, it is minus 9. Okay, and then this one, it is 8 plus 0. 0 because here 5 into 0. Next we have a second row with the third column. Second row with the third column. It is 5 3s are 15. Then we have here 4 4s are 16. Next 5 into 0, it is 0. Next is what? Second row. I just did the mistake here. Second row with the third column I told. So for 4 4s are 16, but 5 5s are, what is 5 5s are? It is 25. So next one, we have third row multiply with the first column. It is, first one is 4, second is 0, third one is 18. 4 plus 0 plus 18. I think you understood. Okay, this into this one, it is minus 12 plus 10 plus 0. Minus 12 plus 10 plus 0. And the third row with the third column, it is 20 plus 20 plus 30. 20 plus 20 plus 30. So this will be the resultant, and you write the final matrix therefore. What is the final matrix? Final matrix will be, it is 2 plus 12, 14. Next here 6 minus 6, 0. And here we have here 32 plus 10, 42. Next we have 18. Minus 9 plus 8, minus 1. 15 plus 25, 40. Plus 16, 56. Next we have here 22. We have minus 2. And then here 40 plus 30, 70. So this is the product of 3 matrices. Means 3 cross 3 matrices. I hope all of you got the clear idea about. Even still, if you have some doubts, I'll take another case with the 3 cross 2 and 2 cross 3. Let me take 2 matrices, 3 cross 2 and 2 cross 3. So total number of elements in each matrix must be 6, 3 cross 2 and 2 cross 3. So let me take 3 cross 3 matrix as follows. Three rows and 2 columns. Let me take 2, 1, 3, 2, and the third row let it be minus 1, 1. Second matrix of order 2 cross 3, let me take 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 2, 1. Okay. Now these 2 matrices are to be multiplied. What is the order of this? The order of the matrix, 3 cross 2. This is 2 cross 3. Clearly this 2 is equal to 2 here. They are eligible, and the resultant matrix must be of order 3 cross 3. We have to take rows of first matrix, multiply with the columns of second matrix. So I'll go little fast now because we have experience now. We have already experienced how to find the product of 2 matrices. 2 and 1 has to be multiplied with the 2 and minus 1. 2 1s are 2. 1 into minus 1, it is minus 1. 2 minus 1. Next 2 1 has to be multiplied with this one. Therefore 0 plus 2, 0 plus 2. Okay, next we have here 2 1s are 2. 2 plus 1 1s are 1. Therefore 2 plus 1. We have 3 1s are 3. Minus 2 here, it is 3 minus 2. The next second row with the second column, it is 0, 3, 0, 2 into 2, 4, 0 plus 4. 3 ones are 3, 2 ones are 2, therefore 3 plus 2. Okay, next we have minus 1 into 1, it is minus 1. 1 into minus 1 also is minus 1, therefore minus 1, minus 1. We have a 0 plus 2, it is 0 plus 2. So next we have a minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. I think it's very clear. So what is the resultant matrix? The resultant matrix would be, first term one is 1, 2, 3. It is 1, 4, 5. Next here will be minus 2. This will be 2. Last element 0. That is the product of two matrices. So these are the few cases which we have discussed regarding matrix multiplication. I hope you understood. Okay, but I'll take, since I have taken a 3 cross 2 and 2 cross 3, let me take another case with the 2 cross 3 and 3 cross 2 to just identify whether matrix multiplication is commutative or not. So let me take, evaluate. I'll take first 2 cross 3. A 2 cross 3 matrix, I'll take 3 minus 1, 3. And let the second row be what? Minus 1, 0, 2. Let me take second matrix is of order 3 cross 2, 2 minus 3, and 1, 0, 3, 1. We expect multiplying the rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. Since you have already experienced, I need not go slower now, just I'll go little fast. What do you expect here? If you can get it done together, it is well and good. What is 3 into 2? It is 6. Second one is minus 1 into 1, it is minus 1. 3 into 3, 9. 6 minus 1, 5. 5 plus 9, 14. I may write together. First element is 14. That will be helpful in a competitive examination to get the operations done at the faster rate. Okay, next. First row with the second column should be placed in first row second column position. Therefore, we expect here minus 3 plus 0 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 0 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3, 0. That would be the second element. We have here, see just okay, so I did the mistake here. First row with the second column I told, it is 3 into minus 3, it is minus 9. Minus 9 plus 0 plus 3 should be minus 6. Okay, it is minus 6. Next we have here, second row with the first column, it is minus 2 plus 0 plus 6. It is minus 2 plus 6, it is 4. Next we have second row with the second column. It is plus 3, plus 0, plus 2. 3 plus 2, it is 5. That will be the resultant matrix. What is the order of the resultant matrix? It is 2 cross 2. Okay, so that is about matrix multiplication problems. So we'll just, okay, I told about the case. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. Why it is not commutative? So here A and B. So just if I take this as A and this is B. So here even if you have B and A, if I interchange, the order of first matrix will be 3 cross 3 and the order of second matrix will be 2 cross 2. Can they be equal? They are not equal. But okay, we shall discuss one problem which has been given in the NCERT book to prove that A into B is not equal to B into A. So let me take a simple example which has been given in NCERT book. That is a 2 cross 2 matrix A, another 2 cross 2 matrix B. Find AB and then BA. If a 2 cross 2 matrix with the elements 2, 4, 3, 2. And we have another matrix B with the elements 1, 3, minus 2, 5. If these are the two matrices given, find number 1 AB and number 2 BA. What would be AB? What is A into B? A into B will be 2, 4, 3, 2. This into 1, 3, minus 2, 5. Multiply the first row with the first column. Actually, we have a matrix order is 2 cross 2 and they are eligible for matrix multiplication. We have to multiply the rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. What do you expect here? First, what is 2 ones are 2. 4 into minus 2, it is minus 8. And second element here, 2 threes are 6. 4 into 5, it is 20. 3 ones are 3, then minus 4. 3 minus 4. We have here 9 plus 10. 9 plus 10. And that would be minus 6, 26, minus 1, 19. That is A into B. Next, okay, what is B into A? B into A, first we need to write B. It is 1, 3, minus 2, 5. A will be 2, 4, 3, 2. Multiply rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. So we expect here, first one is 2, then 9, 2 plus 9. Okay, we have here 4 plus 6, 4 plus 6. We have minus 4 plus 15, minus 4 plus 15. So the next one is minus 8 plus 10, it is minus 8 plus 10. Answer would be, first element is 11, second element is 10, third element is 11, and fourth element is 2. Just observe here, A into B, B into A. Of course, both have same order, doesn't matter. But are the corresponding elements same? Corresponding elements are not same. Therefore, it's very clear, AB is not equal to BA. AB is not equal to BA. So this will be the indication that which gives you the idea that matrix multiplication is not commutative. Okay, commutative means, okay, in the case of addition of matrices I told, the matrix addition is commutative because A plus B will be always equal to B plus A whenever their orders are same. But A into B is not equal to B into A. So therefore matrix multiplication is not commutative. But I'll give you one idea, like when it is possible that matrix multiplication is commutative. Only in the one case, that is a square matrix which is diagonal. In the case of diagonal matrix, the matrix multiplication becomes commutative in the set of diagonal matrix. Or okay, I'll give this as a note. A into B is equal to B into A only when, if and only if A is a diagonal matrix. I take here A, 0, 0, B. And B is another diagonal matrix. So let me take alpha, 0, 0, beta, something like that. So this will be always satisfying the commutativity, like AB will be equal to BA. So why I just gave this example to make you very sure that you should not tell that A into B can never be equal to B into A. That is possible only in the case of diagonal matrix. You can just check it. So I can give you one simple example, like suppose if I take A is equal to 2, 0, 0, 1, and let me take here B is equal to 3, 0, 0, minus 1. So I just, okay, without wasting time, let me find out what is AB. So A into B here, this into this, it is 6. Okay, this into this, it will be 0. And this into this one, also 0. And what is this into this one? It is minus 1. That's AB. And can you tell me what is BA? BA would be B into A. So multiplying in a reverse order, we expect here 6, 0, 6, 0, 0, minus 1. So therefore we have AB is equal to BA. That will be the case. Therefore just nothing to worry about. But in general, matrix multiplication is not committed. Okay. So there is one more case which has to be remembered. As we have already seen, for any two real numbers x and y, whenever x into y is 0, that means at least one of them should be 0. At least one of them should be 0 when product of two real numbers is 0. But in the case of matrices, is it necessary when the product of two matrices is a null matrix that one of them is a null matrix, one of them is a 0 matrix? Of course, that is not required. It is not necessary. When product of two matrices is a null matrix, then it is not necessary that any one of them is null matrix. To make it very clear, I'll give an example. Let me take one of the matrix, say A, with the first column having zeros. Second column I take as I like, okay, 3, 1 I take. Okay, next I'll take B. I take a matrix with the first row anything, second row 0, 0. So what speciality you find here? Just you observe here, A into B. Multiply, okay, just here 0, 3, 0, 1 with the 1, 2, 0, 0. What do you expect here? Rows are multiplied with the columns. What is 0 ones are? 0. 3 into 0, 0. So therefore resultant is, first element is 0. Similarly, second element is 0. Third element is 0. Fourth element is 0. So therefore we get a null matrix. Clearly we have here A into B. It's a null matrix. But A is not 0 matrix. B is also not 0 matrix. One simple example. Okay, we shall continue with the properties of matrix multiplication. As I have already mentioned, that matrix multiplication is not commutative. But is it associative? Whether matrix multiplication is associative? Of course, yes. Matrix multiplication is associative. Why it is associative? What do you mean by associative? Matrix multiplication is associative. For any three matrices which are eligible for multiplication, A, B, C, suppose if A into B or B into C everything exists, then we can confidently write A into BC, not BC, it is A into B into C will be same as AB into C. For any three matrices which are eligible for multiplication, A, B, C, we must have A into B into C. It is equal to AB into C. Question may be asked for 5 marks based on this. We shall discuss that example given in NCERT book. So second property I call distributive law. Distributive. Suppose if we have three matrices A, B, C, likewise, which are eligible for addition, multiplication according to that. Then we have A into B plus C. A into B plus C can be expressed as A into B plus A into C. A into B plus A into C. Now second one you can interchange, nothing to worry about. We can have A plus B into C when it is given, A plus B into C would be AC plus BC. Even a question based on this property has been found many a times in board examination. Okay, so that also we shall discuss. So next, the third property, it is existence of identity. Existence of identity under multiplication. So what do you mean by identity? We have already discussed when we have discussed about types of matrices, about identity of a matrix. Okay. So we have existence of identity means for any matrix A, take square matrix. For any square matrix A, there exists, we can use this notation for there exists, an identity matrix I of same order, that of A, such that A multiplied with I will be same as I multiplied with A, and that will be equal to A. That means operating any matrix with identity matrix, resultant will be the same matrix A. That's why we simply call that I is identity matrix under matrix multiplication. So we have already discussed what is I1, I2, I3. So it is a 1 cross 1, 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3 identity matrix. So we shall continue with the problems which are likely to be asked for 5 marks. I expect everyone to focus properly and just concentrate on when we discuss the problems which are very important for board examination. Okay. I'll begin with a question. In order to prove that matrix multiplication is associative. The question which has been found in worked example, but still I need to do because there is no problem in exercise connecting that particular aspect. Let me take, if a 3 cross 3 matrix, a matrix with the 3 rows and 3 columns, I'll take here 1, 1, minus 1, and second row 2, 0, 3, and third row it is 3, minus 1, 2. And let me take another matrix B of order 3 cross 2. Order of that other matrix is 3 cross 2. You understand the condition for matrix multiplication. 1, 3, 0, 2. Let me take the third row, it is minus 1, 4. And let me take another matrix C of order, I'll take 2 cross 4. Let me take 2 cross 4 matrix with the 2 rows and 4 columns. First let me take 1, 2, 3, minus 4. That is the first row. And second row, let it be 2, 0, minus 2, 1. So these are the 3 matrices given altogether. The question is like this. Find A into BC, A, B into C, AB into C, and show that A into BC is equal to AB into C. So how it can be solved? First one, I need to find, in order to find A into BC or AB into C, anyone, so I need to first find what is A into B. Okay, I'll first explain this one. First let me find what is A into B. A into B. A into B means, okay, first you take A matrix and then multiply with the B matrix. That would be 1, 1, minus 1, 2, 0, 3, 3, minus 1 and 2. B is 1, 3, 0, 2, minus 1, 4. I need to multiply rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. Then okay, just what do you expect here? I write element wise. First is 1, next is 0, and then here minus of minus plus 1. Then first row with the second column should be placed here. It is 3 plus 2 minus 4. And okay, just a second row with the first column. It is 2 plus 0 minus 3. Second row with the second column, it is 6 plus 0 plus 12. Next, third row with the first column, it is 3 plus 0 minus 2. Okay, next, the third row with the second column, it is 9 minus 2 plus 8. So this will be, first one is 2, second is 1, third one is minus 1, here 18, here 1, and here we have 7 plus 8, 15. That is AB. Next, okay, what is AB into C? Second expression. AB you need to write once again. It is 2, 1, minus 1, 18, 1, 15. Into C. C is nothing but it is a 2 cross. 1, 2, 3, minus 4. 2, 0, minus 2, 1. Multiply rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. As you are thorough with the matrix multiplication now, it is 2 ones are 2 plus 2. It is 2 plus 2. Okay, next, first row with the second column, it is 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 0, it is 4. Next, we have here 6 minus 2. First row with the last fourth column, it is minus 8 plus 1. What is the next one? Second row with the first column, it is minus 1 plus 36. Next we have here minus 2 plus 0. We have here minus 3 minus 36. On the last one, it is plus 4 plus 18. Okay, next, 1 plus 30. Next we have here 2 plus 0. Then we have 3 minus 30. The last one is minus 4 plus 15. So let me write the resultant here only. First is 4, second is 4, third is also 4, minus 7. Next we have here 35. This is minus 2, minus 39, this 22. Then we have 31, 2, minus 27, then here 11. This is the AB into C. Next we need to find what is BC. B into C. First let me write B. So where B is equal to 1, 3, 0, 2, minus 1, 4 into C. C is a 2 cross 4 matrix. 1, 2, 3, minus 4, 2, 0, minus 2, 1. We need to multiply rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. So as a result, what do you expect here? It is, may I write directly here? See, just 1 into 1, it is 1. 1 plus 6, 7. First element is 7. Next here, first row with the second column, plus 0, it is 2. Third element here, 1 3s are 3, minus 6, 3 minus 6, minus 3. And then we have here 1 into minus 4 plus 3, it is minus 1. Next we have here second row with the first column, it is 0 plus 4, it is 4. And then we have second one is 0 plus 0, it is 0. And third one is 0 minus 4, it is minus 4. And then we have minus 0 plus 2, it is 2. Next, okay, here minus 1 plus 8, it is 7. Next we have here minus 2 plus 0, it is minus 2. Next we have here minus 3 minus 8, minus 11. Last one is plus 4, 8. That will be B into C. Next, what is A into BC? Need to write A. So A is given by 1, 1, minus 1, 2, 0, 3, 3, minus 1, 2. This into whatever I got here. 7, 2, minus 3, minus 1, 4, 0, minus 4, 2, 7, minus 2, minus 11, 8. I need to multiply rows of first matrix with the columns of second matrix. We expect here. So I'll just get it done together. 1 ones are 7. 7 plus 4, it is 13. 13 minus 7. So what is 13 minus 7? Sorry, just here 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4, it is 11. 11 minus 7, it will be 4. It will be 4. Okay. Next here, 1 into 2, sorry, just first one. So first row with the second column, it is 2 minus of minus 2, that will be 4. The next one here, it is minus 3, minus 4, minus 7, plus 11 will be 4 once again. And then we have here this into this one, it is minus 1 plus 2, it is plus 1, plus 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Okay, next we have second row with the first column, it is 14 plus 0 plus 21. 14 plus 0 plus, it is 35. Next we have here 4, second element here, 4 plus 0 minus 6. What is 4 plus 0 minus 6? It is minus 2. Next one we have second row with the third column. It is minus 6 minus 33. It is minus 39. And then the last element will be minus 2 plus 0 plus 24. It is 22. Now just next one. Third row with the first column. It is 21 minus 4 plus 14. It will be 31. Okay, next we have a 6 plus 0 minus 4. It will be 2. Next we have a third row with the third column. It is minus 9 plus 4 minus 33 will be minus 27. The last one, it is minus 3 minus 2 plus 16 will be 11. So what you observe here, just look at this and look at this. Look into these two. Do you feel that both of them are equal? The first one is AB into C. It is same as A into BC. This indicates the matrix multiplication is associative. That indicates the matrix multiplication is associative. Okay, I hope all of you understood it properly. So with this we'll wind up for the time being. Yeah, hi friends. I thank each and every one of you for viewing this video, and I hope you understood the concept which has been discussed today. And we'll meet in the next class with more concepts as well as more interesting problems. So till then, see you, take care, bye bye.